Hello, and welcome to the zoominghooskpodcast, and I'm your host, Dustin DaHusky.
Oh, I'm Kurdan Sourpuss.
And I'm special guest, just a wuff.
Is that Russian? Are you doing a Russian?
A little bit, yes.
I am special guest.
During
special guest.
During the intro of this podcast, I had to make sure that the mic was actually plugged in for a moment. Say, okay, good, we can still do this. Because that one time where we made an episode for an hour and 30 minutes, then realized the...
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. That is a lot of Malort.
You said I'm...
Special guests. Malort.
Yes.
In a bottle.
You said that I'm Chicagoan. So
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the fact that you
God.
had gone an hour without realizing your microphone was not put in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I decided to bring some Malort because what better way to send off such a shit year than with a shit drink?
I'm getting it over with right now.
Yep, we're getting this done
You
quick.
guys are brave. There we go.
right.
Prost.
Here's to, a shit
Here's
Fuck 2020.
Fuck you, 2020.
Let's hope 2021's better.
Ah! I forgot how terrible it tastes.
What?
Oh, I need water.
No way!
What?
You took that like a champ.
I forgot how foul this was. I was anticipating it.
You are a
Chicago.
brave, strong poos because that was vile. The last time I had that.
Not,
Carl Jepsen Company.
not
It's
even
from
water.
my hometown, so... What?
I'm learning new
What?
things about you.
Hello, my...
That you can take
Oh,
Malort.
it's so terrible. I'm gonna have this PBR now.
I think Xander the Blue will tolerate Malort. He is a Malort drinker, but I think he only tolerates it if it's a certain brand. But he is like one of only two people that I know that will drink Malort if it's the only thing around.
I know.
This tastes like...
Coffee.
So, yeah, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, those cold brews that you pick up at, like, gas stations.
I know.
This episode is sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon Hard Coffee and Hams and
Ew.
Prestone Coolant and Automotive
And
Additives.
Jep's Malort Liquor.
You could probably put the cap back on.
Not actually sponsored by anyone. We're just hoping someone pays us.
Even Malort?
You know what? Hey,
even Malort.
if Malort can pay me, you know what? Okay, it's fine.
It's dirty money, but you know
He
what?
got his very dirty money.
Bad tasting money, too. Apparently.
Oh, it was awful.
What would I rather do? Taste a dollar bill or drink Malort? You know what? At that point, oh my God, that's tough.
You know, on one hand, you have a better
Oh.
chance of surviving because, you know... The
That's
alcohol
processed.
Yeah, well, that and the alcohol will probably disinfect whatever kind of shit is in your system. But you lick a bill, you don't know where that bill's been.
It's been in a butt crack of many people.
Cocaine.
I mean, the cocaine part would be pretty cool, but still, oh my God, that'd be a tough choice.
Like cocaine bear.
The fact that
Oh
they
my
can even put this on here.
What?
Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers.
So that means they take 2 shots at once. That's what that means.
No.
Being two-fisted is when you take 2 shots. Yeah.
No.
So it means we have to do another one.
Ah, damn it.
No, we don't.
I mean,
I wouldn't do that to
I
you.
would.
Chicago's got
guess.
some really rotten wood liquor balls. And then Kurdan's like, yeah, so.
Oh, it's so bad.
And he's just smirking in a box. He's just loafing, smirking in a box, like, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh. So, I guess to kind of end 2020 on a bit of a high note, Chip and Ash released another furry documentary.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, called Hero, which is about a guy...
Trump.
No.
Sorry.
It's about a fox, I think.
Name Trump.
No.
No.
Oh my God.
Who is 24 years old, has recently discovered that he has a terminal illness, and the company run by Acai decided to completely bypass their current fursuit queue to make his suit.
Which the average fursuit queue is typically about a year.
Wait,
13 months.
is this a real thing that happened,
Yeah.
or is this
Yeah.
made up?
So
No,
what?
it's not made up.
That's cool.
What essentially happened?
Who's the builder?
I forget the name, but I know that Acai is in charge of that. But Acai was so moved by it that he decided that this should be made first.
Right. Considering that it'll take years before some fursuit makers get a hold of you by the time your suit is ready, a lot can happen in that amount of time.
Do you know how long I had to wait for DHC?
How long?
Once they picked me up?
What?
10 months.
Ooh,
That's
they got
not
a really
bad.
nice looking Doberman.
Yeah.
I like this. So this is called Waggery Costumes.
Very handsome.
Yeah, and Acai was so moved by it. Here's the little thing on their Twitter.
I would not kick that Doberman out of bed.
But yeah, I'd recommend anybody who hasn't seen it
Show him the head.
to watch it because it's really good.
That is a cute puppy.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Who else was... Oh, your pizza here already?
No,
No,
Because
it's
the
30
doorbell
minutes.
just rang.
they said 30 minutes.
It's 7:27.
When?
I mean, we only are
Should I
like
go and check it?
7
Yeah.
minutes into this podcast.
Let me go check.
Go check.
So, I guess we're down a co-host, but probably something we can talk about next. So,
Ooh.
this year has sucked substantially since February. Since First Squared is when things were really starting to ramp up in insanity.
Yep.
And I'm gonna ask Wolfe. I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer the same question.
No.
Despite such a shitty year, what are some accomplishments that you're proud of in the year 2020?
I only have one.
What's that?
No, 3.
Okay, alright, well, that's your own.
Getting my plates.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Wow, that actually took like 20 minutes sooner
I
than
know.
they said it would.
I was not expecting it. All I heard was knock on the door.
I'm gonna just sit it there. There we go. Wow, I was not expecting that.
But yeah, we got this in case we want to make some the last of the UV with.
I'll definitely have that though. I'll definitely have the last of the UV though. I'll take that.
I mean,
So
why not?
hey, let's send off this here with some booze. So as I was asking Kurdan, what are some accomplishments that you feel proud of in this horrible, horrible year that is 2020, which since February has been a complete shit show. But during that time, there's got to be at least a few accomplishments that you feel proud of that still make the year worthwhile.
So plates, number 1.
So for you, it's your vanity plates, which literally almost took you a whole year to get.
Got them in November.
The tail end of November.
Spidey Poos.
Okay, so your Spider-Man
Cosplay.
cosplay suit.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2.
Maintaining my weight to fit in all those things.
And where did you
And
get it
maintaining
made
it?
from?
Zentai Zone.
I still want to get mine from like Pet Suits for fun.
And my pet suit.
Oh, that's right. You got a pet suit.
Did
And-
you see my pet suit?
I don't think so. No.
What is your pet suit?
A husky.
So does that mean you're no longer a mobile like hellspawn?
No, I'm still a mobile hellspawn.
Bummer.
So, Wolf, what are some accomplishments that you feel you're very proud of this year?
Got a second job and was able to finally reach the reach the fursuit goal, or at least close to the rough estimate that I received last year. So now we just have to wait till they actually open again and see if maybe I can actually get it this time.
Nice.
But yeah, if there's one thing that I can make do with this absolute garbage year. It's that I finally was able to get enough money to pay for a suit.
That's awesome.
Well, and a suit for a new year in 2021.
Hopefully.
So
Hopefully by then, I know it's a bit optimistic, but I think if any kind of conventions go on, it'll probably be like December. But hopefully by then it'll also be safer to travel, because at this point, rather than just going to conventions, I would probably go and utilize this moment to go and actually see some people. Mm-hmm. Maybe see different parts of the country as well.
While things are still kind of
cheap,
where hotels, flights, lodging is cheap.
Exactly.
But also not much is happening either. I would say for my 2020, there's been several good things that I have learned and have been able to do that probably been wanting to do for a long while. So 2020 sucks, but there's a few things that I've actually been enjoying and have been re-enjoying. Number one is obviously podcasting. Me and Kurdan have been talking about wanting to do a podcast since 2018 or something like that.
At least 2 years.
The idea has been kicked around for about 2 years' time, and neither of us had the time or really the energy to really do one. Mm-hmm. Or at least didn't find the inspiration to do one then. With the lack of cons and whatnot, I decided to no longer kick the can around, but so much so to just experiment it with how to actually do one, how to do some basic editing, which really isn't much editing at all. So learning something new, getting a habit to do something. So you're doing something for the very first time, you're having fun doing it, and then you're approaching it with new habits to do so. Mm-hmm. That is something that is a pretty proud achievement for me, just because doing new things takes some kind of effort to keep doing. Patience is another personal goal that I never thought I'd actually reacquire. So in the earlier days of my involvement in the community, I only went to one con a year. But there was also a time in the fandom that I didn't go to any cons at all. This is the first time since 2010 that I've gone to only one convention in a whole year.
And how was that convention?
I thought it was not bad, actually, and that was First Squared. My own home convention, something I'm always going to support.
Same.
But relearning patience, that is not a dead virtue, but it is something we can all learn to get along, to reinvent our own wheel, to get through a really tough time. And sometimes having patience during this time is nice, because you focus on doing other things while not worrying about others for once. Like, I was worried if I wasn't able to get hotel space for a convention that I like going to. I don't think about that right now, because you know what? It's kind of nice to just live life for a change.
Remember when that used to be the biggest problem, or biggest worries on our minds?
Was to get a hotel room.
Like, oh shit, MFF, like, room
Debacles
reservations closing.
Their room block thing was... It never really worked great.
Not since 2016. It's always been a shit show every year.
It never worked to our advantage, that's for sure.
No, unless you knew someone who was con staff, then it worked to your advantage, because you know the people well enough that you didn't have to worry about.
Or you just knew someone in general who got a room.
Yes, and then you went with them, hoping that they won't kick you out at the very last moment, because that's happened to me in the past, although not me as the roommate host, more of when I'm not the host of a room, which worries me the most, because I'm the most reliable person there is to room with. Yeah. And the one time that I for the first time since 2011, that I didn't get a room in my name, but room with someone else, totally fell through. It was a total shit show. And it wasn't until a saving grace, on the spot moment of asking around and say, hey, do you have space? I'm like, oh, sure. You know what? I may not even be in the room the whole weekend, so you know what? Have at it.
That's honestly the scariest thing for me. Like, even when I was going to AC last year, I wasn't sure who I was going to room with, because I was still planning on going to this, like, convention. The thing is, I had transportation, which now I'm not even sure I do this upcoming year now, because driver's gone. But, that'll be a future problem to worry about.
Is AC really going to be happening in 2021?
No, but I'm saying, like, if it does happen again, the person that I was going to originally go with, he doesn't live in the same state anymore, and I think it's a little out of his way to stop at my place to pick me up.
Probably.
So, I would not only have to come up with a different roommate, but I would also have to come up with some kind of, like, mode of transportation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're stuck with going to a convention that you don't have anyone to drive with, and during the middle of the day is not so bad. However, if you're driving at night, it sucks.
Yeah, it depends. Depends on how late. Because we got on the road, like, around 1 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
I think it was either 1 or 3, actually. But we get there, empty streets.
How long is the drive?
Well, if it was 3, we didn't make it to Pittsburgh until like noonish, but we also stopped.
Oh, yeah.
We stopped like halfway there when we were in Ohio.
Wait a minute. Driving there, not driving back from home.
Yeah.
Back to home.
Driving back home actually wasn't too bad. Surprisingly. Because on our way there, that's when you had to deal with all the construction, which was absolutely terrifying for me. Because how it worked was he would drive us through Indiana, but once we got to Ohio, I was supposed to take the wheel for a while. And it just so happened that when we were going through Ohio at the time, Ohio had all this like road construction on their interstate, which was not fun because driving a vehicle that I've never actually driven before, so this big vehicle, I'm more a sedan guy, on one of the worst stretches of highway I've ever seen, construction-wise. Driving through an entire state was not fun.
I can imagine.
Yeah, the idea of driving from Indianapolis back to Milwaukee, but had to drop off Indianapolis.
What?
It's a fun joke with Briggs.
We call it the Annapolis.
The Annapolis. The IFC.
Why?
I don't know.
Because the Annapolis is in the Maryland, where Indianapolis is in the Indiana. There was one fur, which I'm not going to name names, but I always friends with him is just, I just don't want to put him on the spot. He was like, hey, you're actually going back home tonight, right? And like, yeah, and this is my first IFC, so 2013. I was going to work the next morning. So it's rough to be driving home on a Sunday, get home at around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, having to get up at 6. Without any time to decompress, which ever since that con, I've always taken Monday off.
Yep.
IFC 2013 was
That's
the last con.
Really knowing you have to go right back to work.
IFC 2013 was the last con I left on a Sunday on. I refuse to go back home on a Sunday, unless it's First Square, which is just literally down the road. Yeah. And he's like, hey, Dustin, you're leaving home tonight, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, mind if you take me back to Chicago? Which, I'm driving right through Chicago anyway, so to be honest, 1, it's not out of my way. So, yeah, certainly, yeah. 2, I could use the company. Because the way down was exciting, driving through Gary, Indiana in the worst part, which was scary. But it is nice to actually have someone to talk to along your 3-hour drive through the Indianapolis and through the Indiana along I-65, which is literally boring. No, it turns out that as soon as we get out of Indianapolis, he falls asleep until we hit Chicago. And for the next 3.5 hours, I'm driving by myself with the music on low, not to disturb him. And here I am, forcing myself to stay awake.
That's an awful feeling.
It is.
I'm a person that likes to talk. Those who really know me, I am Hoosk, so I talk a lot because that's what Hoosks do. But talking is the only way that I can stay awake while driving because I can start focusing on what I'm doing. If my mind wanders, it will go into sleep mode eventually.
Yep.
That was rough. And after that IFC and after that con, I said, you know what? I'm just going to take the following Monday off because you know what? Monday, because I wanted to stay as late as I could Sunday because I felt like if I left the con when it was still around, because to be honest, in my weird sense of thought for convention, a con really doesn't end until midnight on Sunday. Then at that point, the con is officially dead. And then after that, it's vestigial parts that are still going on.
Vestigial? Oh, you mean room parties.
Right. And the lone fursuiter on Monday mornings in the lobby, like, you must be here till Tuesday.
What?
Once you get to, like, the bottom part of this, it's
It
a
hits
little...
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So, ever since
That's why I
then,
don't drink beer.
I just find it more enjoyable to just take a whole day off driving, decompressing along the whole way, because I have not hit PCD that bad since IFC 2013, and that's just because the PCD had to abruptly end when I got home, because I had to focus on work that very morning, actually. So
I don't think I could do that.
to be switching directly from con time to real world time,
I can't flip it like a light switch.
it's hard enough to do, and I hate doing it.
I can.
I can certainly do it, but I know it's like, damn, this is like, feels so unnatural that you had so much fun this weekend. Then all of a sudden you're back in the real world without any bit of time to decompress.
The only reason I can do that is because I don't put all of my chips into a convention. Obviously, I enjoy a convention just as much as the next fur, but that's not the only time I have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, certainly, yeah.
So I'm not going to put all of my chips into it, and you know, to the point where it's like when the con's over, oh fuck, you know, life has to go on. Of course it has to go on.
I try to put as much emphasis into fur meets, local and abroad, as I do fur cons, because you can still enjoy the same atmosphere,
Yeah.
even for a night. But because it's only for a night, it's fleeting, but you can do it every month.
At least
In the before times.
In the
Yeah.
before times.
You know,
Now it
before-
just doesn't happen at all, but
Well,
for understandable reasons.
I think once things kind of go back to normal, I'll probably be going to lesser meets than normal because of everything that's been going on so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I kind of want to go, if anything, I don't really see this as much as like, you know, like well, this is a shit situation, but more as like kind of a blessing in disguise. Because then I can, you know, go to the meets down in Illinois that I've been trying to go to.
I do enjoy those as well.
I like Midwest Furball whenever it's
I like that meat
on-
so much.
Madison Bold Meet. I won't do the romps anymore because of what happened.
Understandable.
Probably not going to any of the Furski ones because one, it's not really something I'm interested in. But still planning on going to Seawee ones.
Oh yeah. I mean, once the pandemic comes to a normal, which, in my guess, I think things will be back to normal at Anthrocon 2022. I think by then things are going to be so normal that people can congregate in big numbers in small areas again. I just think Anthrocon 2021 might potentially be too soon for that to happen. But I'm optimistic that 2022 for Anthrocon will be hopefully a time where we can say, hey, now we can allow to be together. Because eventually you will have to relax restrictions to a certain degree then. But that's just something else.
What if we place a little wager on it? Like, when you think things will go back to normal?
Yeah.
I'd like to think...
This is normal.
This is the new normal.
I think in some cases it will be a new normal, but in others it won't be forever, in a sense.
I think masks are going to be forever.
Oh, well, that...
To be honest, I think they should have been to begin with. You
I
know,
do
like,
too.
whenever somebody got sick in Japan, you would always wear, like, a mask.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was traditional. It was courtesy.
It's a social courtesy, and it, to me, makes more sense.
Kind of hope that Americans start doing it, though this is the United States.
There's still people that are
And
like,
they're
Freedom
still-
ain't free!
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, I don't. What's that? I
My
can't
nipple
hear you.
flags are at half-mast.
What's that? You don't speak in freedom. I ain't gonna talk
Metric? I've never heard of it.
to you. We use freedom units.
I will say this. As much as I haven't run a meet since, really, well,
Before March.
before March, at least with the laser tag meets, because I think I may have ran a laser tag meet in February. I may have.
I think so.
However, I can't wait to start up bonfire meets in this new venue that,
I can't wait.
which it would be really fantastic, because I found a really good venue that I have to pay for. However,
Is it still the place that you were thinking about prior? The one up in Waupun?
yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice place.
It's many acres. It's got, I think, 3 miles worth of hiking trails. And it's got campground space. So people can stay overnight. I can rent it any time of the day for as long as I want. And the rate isn't so bad. It's a rate that I've agreed with the person who runs the forest reserve.
Oh.
Or really, it's the nature reserve. But when meets come back, I think there'd only be a few meets I'd probably go back to. I might consolidate to maybe 1 or 2 other meets that aren't run by me. Obviously, I would like to run my meets again. So laser tag would probably come back, and definitely bonfire meet. So that would be the only 2 meets I'd probably run again. But bonfire meets would probably be spaced a bit more further apart. It wouldn't be every 2 weeks as it was in the past. That was a bit insane. Glad I did it, but oh boy, a meet every 2 weeks just gets insane. But I think I'll definitely do MFB.
Wait, is that how it went the last time?
The last 3 years, during June to August, I ran those meets twice a month.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh my god, was that insane. That was a lot of
You
work.
need a break.
And I've been joking for years, I need a vacation from this kind of stuff. And you know what? 2020 happens to be the vacation, which 2021 may also be another vacation year from that as well. Unless things improve so much, but I'd probably do the Madison meets. But certainly MFB, because a lot of my Illinois friends miss me, so. Quipper.
I miss my Illinois friends. I miss hanging out with Katav. Katav's a gem. You know, speaking of Katav, I asked him what he was up for, or what he was doing this year for New Year's. And I forget what it was, but sometime down the line he mentioned, he's like, one of these days when things kind of go back to normal, we gotta take you to Boys Town.
Oh god, Boys Town. I have never been to Boys Town, but I've heard so much about it.
Yeah, like, we were talking about
But you haven't been during the night. You walk the strip during the day on Pride.
Is everything blacklit at night?
UV lighting.
The city glows even more at night than during the day.
Wait, Dustin, you gotta stop yourself. That could mean something completely different.
They use a lot of phosphorescence.
No, but So what happened was we were talking about that club meet. You know, during like probably the last month before things kind of went down.
Yeah.
What's that place in Kenosha called?
Which one was that?
Yeah, it was the nightclub, the gay bar.
Oh, Icon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was a furry thing going
Yeah,
on
because
there, yeah.
apparently you could get in like on a discount price if you came in with your fursuit or whatever. Because apparently that club owner is very okay with like the furries, and some person made a big stink about it over shit that didn't actually happen.
Oh, God, was it Shizumiru?
I don't know.
Oh,
but
I
apparently this person had ruffled feathers before, and I was like asking Kitab about it because I knew he was there. He's like,
It was her!
yeah, and then and he was like saying, he's
Oh,
like,
God.
oh yeah, he's like nobody was doing anything, but all there really was going on was like probably some grinding going on, but nothing else. And he was like saying, yeah, I was one of those guys in the cages. It's like, really?
I think there was a video of it, too.
Oh yeah, and I was like thinking, of course, Kitab would be one of those people. Love you, Kitab.
Katav is in a cage. In a cage within a cage. In this universe where furries have found themselves into 2 layers of cages.
Instead of like a Matryoshka doll, it's just a series of cages.
Perhaps. It's probably like a Russian nesting doll of just cages.
Yeah, Matryoshka
And then in
doll.
this, oh okay, and then in the center you see a Katav. It's like, ah, hello, you found me. No, don't put me away. Oh, I like it anyway. and then he's all fine.
Oh shit, I forgot I had the tab open.
Wait a minute.
No, there was
Wait.
nothing.
That is very nice.
That's very nothing.
That is very. Oh my
I think
God!
this was made a year ago.
So many orbs.
Each one, big, beautiful orb.
Each one a big, beautiful orb. Probably a scrotum. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that is also nice. I don't even. Aw, that's a G-ship. Oh my God! It's a husky.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we don't have to talk too much about this, mainly because it's a little depressing. But I'd probably say the only thing that I really didn't like knowing about this year regarding furry, at least, because it's got to be done in parts. Because if we were to list all the things wrong with this year outside of furry, we'd be here for like probably 12 hours.
And someone would be still listening to us.
Exactly. Probably me. But I'd probably have to say that one of my favorite podcasts is ending indefinitely, from what we could tell. Not too happy about it, because when I joined the fandom about almost 5 years ago now, as of, like, once January 2nd rolls around, I will have been a fur for 5 years. This was like one of the first podcasts that I came across when trying to figure out more about the fandom a little bit, rather than, just looking at it from a surface level and say, ew, those guys fuck around in suits? Gross.
Gross.
That guy's touching a penis with another penis? Ew.
What's that called? Docking? Isn't that called docking?
If it's a penis tip touching another penis tip
Yeah.
within the foreskin,
Oh,
maybe.
not what I was thinking of. But anyway,
A penis touching the side of a penis is a traffic jam.
going back to the podcast.
What's not a traffic jam?
Oh, it's not a traffic jam?
I was
What's
a little
traffic jam?
sad to hear
Oh.
the news, because I listened through this podcast literally every episode, rain or shine, even like through like some of the crappiest days, like dealing with schoolwork and whatnot. And recently, because I'm now calling it 2020 syndrome, a lot of the members of this podcast have kind of suffered from 2020 syndrome. One lost his job. The other one kind of no longer wants to do the podcast anymore, and he's moving out. So after they had put all that investment, like fixing up their attic or whatever, for their little studio, it's no longer going to be used for that.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to be able to keep the house because as of right now, that co-host still doesn't have a job.
Mm.
And it wasn't that he was fired, he was let go
Oh, that sucks.
because of cuts or whatever. And it really sucks because I really like these people. And knowing that all this stuff is going on with them, I feel kind of helpless that there's nothing we can really do to help them out.
Did you mention the name of the podcast or?
No, I did not. But the do you want me to?
Sure, yeah. Why not?
So-
Let's actually show our support of their many years of service to this community.
So the
I think it's fair just to make a mention.
So the podcast that I was referring to was furcast.fm, which is run by, or was run by Paradox, the Red Wolf, and Pharaoh, the Blue Fox, with several of their. They've gone through a wide variety of different third co-hosts. Like when I started watching it, it was CJ, and now before everything kind of happened, Nico was the last one, and now recently, turns out a former local was actually somewhat of a co-host for a while. Areo, who originally was from Milwaukee, but now lives out in Buffalo.
Must have moved out long before I became a bit more relevant.
Yeah, he had family out in Buffalo,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
that's
why they
right.
moved. But yeah, back in May of 2019, I actually got to spend the weekend with them. And they were really nice people, really, really awesome people.
Did you get to do a podcast with them?
No, and I kind of regret not doing it now because the whole reason I went over there was because I wanted to go and check out Kerfluffle, which so far is like the biggest fur meet that I've ever been to, and they host
Bigger
it.
than MFB.
Yeah, actually,
So
they've
probably the biggest in
not
North America.
not only that, but they run a real tight ship, like in a good way. They have it organized to a T. They're always doing something new every time that they meet. And I think it was like before the virus happened, it was like every 2 months that they would do something. Like they've done a pirate boat ride. They've gone to like a pioneer-esque town. They've done like a party bus thing, driving around downtown Toronto. Great place. I actually ran into a fellow loco there the last time I was up there. I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, it was almost like an episode of the Californians from the SNL skit.
Oh yeah, the California.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just took I-94
Out to,
going to I-90 and then 290 going past the Dan Ryan.
they got
And
off
then
the
you make a
freeway.
Just get on the 6 and get out of here.
I love that skit. It's so old, but it's so great.
Well, actually, it's not even really that old. It's relatively new. You had a pizza, right?
No, I don't
You-
want it. Thank you, though.
More for us, I guess. You sure?
Yeah, it's too greasy.
I might have another because I'm kind of buzzed.
I am undoing the healthy,
Californians.
the Californians.
They always look in the mirror.
Yep, at the end.
I got your I got your test results back. Well, hey, let's sit in these nice Hawaiian wicker basket chairs that I got at low cost prices.
We thought you were dead. Nah, I'm alive, but here's the thing. I'm dying, bro. But you can't die. You just got here. Okay. Maybe I won't.
Californians.
The Californians.
But yeah.
Everyone's got long blonde hair.
So, if you guys know who Furcast.fm is, please show your support to all their co-hosts, and they're really amazing people. Pharaoh especially, he's got it really rough right now. And you can use all the love. Shit, I can't do this real well when I've had a few. But you could use a lot of the love right now. They're good people.
They are.
Funny too.
And how long have they been casting?
10 years.
You know, which actually makes sense because I remember when they had their episodes on iTunes for a while until they stopped uploading it directly to iTunes back in 2011.
No, I still put stuff on iTunes.
Really? They still did?
Yeah,
Shit.
they did. But they put it on podcasts now. But then after they exceeded the limit, iTunes kind of contacted them and said, "Hey, you need to delete your older episodes because you've maxed out."
That's what happened.
The funny thing is that they were 8 episodes away from 400 this year.
Really?
Yeah. They did 392 episodes. If you exclude all of their X episodes. They're still podcasting, it's just that they're no longer doing Furcast. They're doing other things like Friday Night Tracks. And this other one that I can't remember of.
The only other furry podcasts that I know that have hit high numbers in the past and currently, Two Griffins, 2 Cents, I believe reached 168 episodes until that finally ended in 2012 or 2013, and at that point, that series was never picked up again. And I was watching that since day one in 2002, which I learned a lot of new words then. And the other is, of course, The Drag It Show, which I believe is still over 200 episodes anyway.
I kind of haven't gotten invested in that show in like 3 years now.
I haven't listened to any of their recent stuff because I don't know why. I'm just going to say this. Repetitiveness does become a drain, which unfortunately we all tend to do.
They're definitely good when you go and see them
Oh,
live.
you need to send that to me.
But
Oh my
Not
god.
just a boot, that's a deer boot.
Oh my
I
god.
might also
that's-
kind of want that sent to me as well.
That is a pillow.
Please send.
Send boots.
That's a pillow. I would sleep on that
Oh.
and wake up occasionally and smooch it.
Okay, you will send that image to both of us.
You follow my AD.
You have an AD.
Yeah. We've
I don't
talked,
think
we've
I've followed
talked
your
about
AD.
this.
Hold up.
He follows my AD.
Yeah.
You follow his AD.
Well, because I didn't know you had an AD. Most
You follow
people...
his AD.
Yeah, I kind of found it
He
by
doesn't even
accident.
post anything on there.
That's true.
No, that's not entirely true.
Yeah, it's not.
Mr. Shot Glass here.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't...
What is that?
What the hell? It took my previously existing account. That's dumb.
Californians.
I had another account linked to this device. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna open up my AD Twitter.
I will say this though. Ever since I made an AD account, all of my friends want to follow me now.
I didn't even think it was really you until
One of my friends, Eddie, is like, "Holy shit! I didn't realize you were this horny underneath all of the floof and cute." And like, yeah.
oh god, that is not how you spell naughty. Damn it! I'm drunk. Oh, I'd probably say the other thing I could probably say that I was somewhat proud of this year is that I finally knew what it was like to get laid.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Except, maybe it has something to do with the fact that we weren't in a relationship, but it really wasn't all that great. I say not great because it just felt like I was passing a hot shit. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
Like, it was more or less like, alright, let's get it over with and then move on with our lives and all that.
That wasn't
Would you
done
say
right.
it was a fun experimentation?
Yeah, it was alright. I just think it probably would have been better if, I was a little more intimate with the person.
Intimacy definitely makes a better...
Rather than it being like, just like a simple meet and fuck.
I mean, a
Mine
meet
is
and
get
fuck is
blocked.
one thing, but there's not much.
I can't follow you.
You can't, You can't follow me?
No, because you said minors get blocked.
But butts.
I do that because I've had...
Oh my god! Oh my god, he's wearing a jock strap.
That is
mine!
That is a nice boot.
I will dig into him.
That's pillow.
That is total pillow material for
buns.
my face or for my hips.
Speaking, I got some fursuit and undies.
That's the outside of the fursuit.
Nice. So he's a very firm pillow.
Very firm pillow.
His butt cheeks must be just absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I want a bod like that.
Goals.
You know, the sad part is I used to be...
That's work, though. That's 4 or 5 days a week.
I don't mind.
That's dedication.
If I can at least lose and get back to maybe, give or take, maybe I'm going to be reasonable. If I can get back to 180, then I'm okay with that.
I need to work on legs.
I need to just stop
I look
eating crap.
at my legs in the mirror and I'm like, oh,
You want cat pouncing legs.
I do. I need to work more.
You want to jump 15
gonna
feet onto an armoire while looking down on people and say, "What? I'm a cat."
I have like a 60-pound bag of carrots every day that I have to pull off the top of a pallet. So I'm like up here wise fine, but beyond that, I'm going to have to start lifting it again with my legs for the rest of the day. Like, Joe, why are you still in the cooler? Leave me alone, I'm working.
So
I can just picture you like in with the desktop. It's like a body-sized fridge, and just like
No.
So
Literally just relifting a bag of carrots.
So what you want to do as your goal?
A bag of bags of carrots is 60 pounds worth.
You want to cat jump with a bag of 60 pounds of carrots onto an armoire while watching people and judging them from above.
Yeah.
With
That's
carrots. While chomping on one. I find it amazing and find it curious and interesting that my friends, and it's only my closest friends that have been requesting for an invite for my AD account. And I don't make I don't advertise it beyond putting it on my regular account. Beyond that, I don't do squat for it. And yet, it's like, dude, you have an AD account? I'm going to request a follow. And you know what I do anyway? It's like, okay, you know what? I'm curious to see what your reaction is. Oh, you're absolutely amazed that I have this Energizer Bunny of horn? Yeah. And then some people are like, oh, I kind of expected that. Like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
See, I can't do that. So far, the only thing that my AD has ever been used for is either following other AD accounts or posting not safe for work art. There was one time that I did post, like, some dick pic, but I was like, no. It's like maybe only one person out there that actually knows what my dick looks like. Actually, no. I take that back. 2 now.
After nearly 8 years, or really 7 years, 7? I don't know. Because, yeah, it used to be a bit more adventurous with my youth. And then for some reason I decided to really hide for the next, 7-8 years or something like that. And it's like, you know what? Fuck. People are horny. I'm horny. Screw it. I'm just going to do it anyway. And I did.
Didn't you make that recently?
What? That's a nice... Oh, my goodness.
I wish I had. How do you take those photos? Do you have it, set on a timer?
Yeah, timer.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out how...
or anything. Yes, I do.
I was just, trying to figure out how do people get those angles? They're not that flexible.
I mean, I can position this anywhere I want, so I can...
Oh, so you use this little mount?
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
$10.
That's a good mount.
Yeah.
pup
That
a
was
day.
amazing.
Wait, so this is your different account?
No, this is not me.
Oh,
That's not me. I wish that was me.
dad bod.
What's
right
that?
there.
First of all, I'm not uncut like this guy.
I need to get chiseled.
This is something. Actually, who knows? Once I pay off this car next month, that's another thing that I want to get.
What,
Dick?
chiseled?
I mean, it would be good to have
A chiseled dick.
a chiseled dick just for
They
easy
did
entry.
do that back then. Like, that's the creepy part. Apparently, I forget what it was, but it was considered normal if you decided to kind of like shave it a bit, which was weird. I don't know. Maybe this is just drunk me coming
So
up with this.
yeah, because actually, I would not mind. I would not mind actually getting a pup hood to experiment more.
I couldn't do those kinds.
Why?
I don't typically because I had an encounter with somebody that
That's
turned out
right.
to be.
Creepy.
Yeah, it was a
Uh-oh.
little weird. So the only ones that I like are the ones that like Dakota has.
Mhm.
Except they're like 500 a piece because they're all custom made.
Mm-hmm.
You have a picture of one?
Let me look. Rubber.
That's a really cute pet suit.
Ah! Mask.
Impressive.
He's the one that makes ones like these.
Oh, those.
The thing is, you can also customize it so it actually looks like your persona.
Oh.
Like, let's see. The most well-known person that I know of is Dakota. Oh wow, that is not how you spell his name, but okay. Let's try that again. This guy. And he's got an awesome amount of suits.
Let's see. That is actually really cool.
See, let's check the Twitter. He's got like several, but like his wolf one, and then he's got like some kind of aquatic animal. There it is. So
That's really cool.
but they're like really, really expensive.
Nice.
They're also limited to how many people they can take because it's such a high demand. It's more so probably more expensive than a fursuit at this point.
No way.
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe like when we're talking about just the head alone.
Right. Because
But-
really, you're paying for the head, and everything else is kind of in with the deal anyway.
But yeah,
That is really cool.
I know it's like, but it's one of the reasons why I kind of want to get into like latex. But the thing is, I want to wait till I at least have like somewhat of a twink status back. Because back then I used to be fit. Now the only thing that's fit about me is my arms, and that's about it. Like if I could get like to Duke level fit,
Oh God, dude,
I'm alright. I'm alright with that.
Dude,
Um,
Duke's butt. I just want to.
which reminds me of Woody.
Woody.
One of the people that I wanted to room with originally at MFF was Woody,
Mhm.
but he had like a wait list because he had so many people that wanted to room with him.
Yeah.
And one of the people that he normally roomed with was Tyser,
Ooh,
Mr. Grape and the Foreskin himself,
very nice.
which is another reason why I wanted to room with Woody.
Plus
Because I
to
met
see
Tyser. I met him my first MFF. He was stuck waiting for his badge. He finally took his fursuit head off in front of me. And I was just like crushed. Not crushed. I was like crushing.
I want to see a grape enter and exit your foreskin.
That was before the grape incident,
Oh, yeah,
even.
that's right, yeah.
Well before.
And that thing jumped out with alacrity.
It did.
Oh! That reminds me. You reminded me of a video that I think you might appreciate later.
Oh.
But I basically I quote tweeted it saying, 2020, if it were explained by cars.
The movie cars or just...
No, just automobiles. Because it was like a series, like it was a compilation of all these like fucked up things happening to cars.
Oh, God. Yeah, that seems about... Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm going to save that for later because copyright for one.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to get a pup hood. Would like to get another harness just for bedroom activities.
Bedroom.
Bedroom.
It's a bedroom.
But, you know, I gotta say, having an AD account is kind of cool.
You mentioned latex.
That's hot.
That's it.
I like the shine.
Dude. Like, if he were to breathe in, it would go into himself. I would hope so. I mean, that's pretty nice.
Real talk.
Oh, he just smacked his own ass.
One of my biggest latex crushes right now is actually, do you know who Ice Fox is? So, she's a trans creator. She does, like, these cyberpunk-esque photos. Mm-hmm. It's a really nice-looking aesthetic. I actually bought one of her posters. First met her back at this last MFF, you know, before. In the before times. That's what we're calling it now. Instead of, like, AD, or instead of 2020 AD, it's just going to be 20, or...
It'll be the before times or before pandemic.
This one you can have sex.
Oh my goodness,
Whoa!
there is a hole.
Sex and it's...
How does that work?
I'll just wiggle waggle inside.
I want to know what it's like to be put in a vac bed.
I used to watch porn all the time of vac bed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or it's like that one Gamer Poop episode of... the Thalmor... No. The Emperor is just a puppet of the Thalmor. Mind your tongue. Meanwhile, my tongue will wiggle waggle directly into your Emperor's ass.
What is this from?
Skyrim.
Oh.
Gamer poop.
Come on, manslayer. Oh, this can't be happening. Oblivion is being trolled. Welcome to the internet. To think that back in the old Milwaukee Denny's meat, we used to play that on blast in the back area.
Nowadays, you get looked
Oh
at
my
funny
God.
for doing that.
See, that is actually pretty cool. But also, I'd be really afraid if my balls went that far.
How? How does that happen?
That's almost like a canine with his knot on his shaft. It's like that far out. It's like,
Or just like grab it and like, come with me. Yoink.
And then it just pops out like...
It just... no, it's like one of those Lego pieces. It's like... And like, oh, give me a second. And it's like, what am I... he's just like, got it customizable. He's like, what do I want to thrust in somebody's ass today? It's like, do I want to go with horse cock or do I want to go with regular cock?
The red looks really nice too.
It's alright. I'm more black. I like black.
Looks like an apple.
It looks like an apple that you
Are you gonna
bite
bite it?
into.
Are you gonna bite into it?
Probably.
You just put fangs in his butt cheeks.
That is his actual cock in there.
He is petting
For a
it.
second there, I thought that was like the dingo dude that I was thinking of.
Honestly, you don't need a condom.
No, it's latex.
That thing is so thick that you don't need a condom for that.
Full body.
However,
condom.
it's a full body condom. The problem is there is no feeling in that.
How in the world do you watch that? Like, anybody who listens to the show and does latex play, how the hell do you watch that? I'm curious. I'm not necessarily against the idea, but I am curious as to how that works. Because I would like to know more.
It's like any other material. I mean, obviously,
It's got good stretch.
I would imagine that a lot of it repels water for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it still needs to be washed. The surface
Right.
of it still needs to be washed. Like any other material.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we're having an interesting New Year's, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, we're starting off right.
Dude! Just get between two fuzzy butt cheeks and I'll be...
Dude, this guy has such strength.
this
He will
one?
act. This is Ding Ho,
I'm gonna find him now.
but he's so physically fit that he will actually fuck you while standing.
That's fine. I can do it.
No, look, this guy is literally in his
How do you
lap.
spell his name?
Ding Ho.
I probably already follow him.
Pizza Chef follows him.
Hoe?
Yeah. And that's not his @ by the way. Yep, this top one. Yeah, you already follow him.
Oh yeah, I already follow him.
I'm following him now.
Really?
Because some of these is just absolutely... Especially this one here is just absolutely perfect. Oh my god, the one below that one is good too. Wait. Oh, wait a minute, that's not him. That's another doggo.
That's, I think, Pup Chef, which is Pizza Chef.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
I think I follow him too.
I think that Malort's finally hit.
Took a while.
I'm just a horny mess lately. Yeah.
The sad part about that bottle is that I bought that.
Yep.
I bought that
follows
back.
me.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I bought this thing, probably back in, spring, and I still haven't really touched it.
We spoke. No, we have not spoken.
This bottle is still not even empty.
I love her
That won't be
so
empty
much.
for a long time.
This chick is hilarious.
I like her sweatshirt. It's daddy. No,
She
but
posts some of the funniest stuff. So, do you follow Sophie A. Slut?
I don't think so.
You should. She is hilarious. She posts some of the funniest content. Her and her friend.
I need to get back into making content again.
They're hilarious. They're so funny. They're British.
They're British.
Yes, they're hilarious.
I want to go to Britain. Ooh, what is this? Escaidato. Oh, that's definitely hot. Meanwhile, now everybody, all
And
the
then
silent, it's all
it's
of us
just
just
pretty
browsing
much
porn.
Just all browsing porn.
Yep, browsing porn.
But then again, you know what? This show was about nothing. And
Those
it is
lips.
never...
Those
oh my
lips.
god, those lips. Oh,
Those are big.
Those are big.
those are
ones.
airbags on a face.
I honestly don't see the appeal.
No.
I don't either, but she's so funny. She calls herself the cock destroyer.
With her face. I got 2 pussies. One of them just happens to be my
What the?
The
Those,
first shot is the best.
there is no way that those are natural.
The boobs.
No
Wait a minute. Oh my
fucking
god.
way.
Oh my goodness.
First of all, wouldn't that hurt to have big boobs like that?
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to do that?
Alright, so there was a time when I was dating a girl who had these giant jugs where they were natural, which were incredible.
Yeah.
However, they were the size of our heads. So much so that to get my attention while in bed, she double-handed a boob like a sword and then whapped me in the face with it. And it hurt so hard my glasses flew 10 feet across the room.
So
And it left a red imprint on my face of
It
the
has never
impact.
gone away.
so she boob slapped you.
She
instead of
boob
bitch
slapped
slapped.
me thinking, hey, this is funny. And then it hurt so bad. It was the funniest thing ever.
The girl I took to my senior prom had big boobs,
I like
and all she ever did was complain about her back,
Yes, because unfortunately with the
like
extra
constantly.
weight, it'll definitely wear out your back.
Yep. Poor thing.
No, you earn. Oh, who remembers the Ultimate Showdown? This is the ultimate showdown. Old Godzilla was hopping around. Really? You don't know any of this?
Probably not. No.
You mean to tell me you've never seen this?
I've
Nope.
never seen that. No.
This is like meme.
Was that Justin Bieber getting run over by
No.
by Batman?
No,
Damn it! It should have been.
I think this predates Bieber.
It-
Oh,
He was predicting the Bieber.
so apparently, Kashi got a blanket of himself now.
Really?
I miss Kashi. Oh, this one's funny too.
Yeah. I
So-
miss stuff with furries and stuff.
I miss furry shenanigans. I miss recording all of that. I still got like 3 different cons that I still need to upload videos for. Because I haven't done it yet.
She follows me.
Wait, who?
Should that porn
Sophie.
account?
Yeah.
Damn.
She's so cool.
Damn. I think what I would like to do in my future videos for cons is to like kind of do con life. Really, it's just strapping a GoPro to my chest and whatnot and just kind of walking around.
You can definitely do those.
And it's a shame that I haven't really done that in the past so much. I may have done that here and there. Video is not that really good, and you're talking about 10 years, and
You would have to do that on a different account though. Like, let's say if you wanted to live stream it, you better hope that if you decide to do it on YouTube, you have 1,000 subs. At least.
you know.
I think that that's done because there was a time where anybody could live stream so long as they had it. Now you have to have at least 1,000 subs, which is stupid.
Sad.
My biggest complaint is people that take mirror selfies where they hold the phone in front of them and they don't look at the camera lens. They look at the image of themselves. So
On the
when you
phone.
look at the picture of them, they're not looking at you. They're looking at
I can't.
Oh yeah, so they're like doing this, like
and
Yeah, I can't help.
instead of like
and dirty mirrors.
Oh yeah.
Fucking dirty mirrors. If you're going to use a mirror for your selfie, clean your fucking mirror.
Also, don't do it in the bathroom
Well,
if you can. If you can avoid it.
bathroom selfies. But that's a mirror. I used a mirror for this. Do you see the mirror?
You're right.
let's see.
Can you see it?
I can see a little. Or maybe that's just a crack on the.
That is very, very
I
nice.
know, it's the crack on my screen. But I clean the mirror.
With newspaper
Or junk mail.
or junk mail.
Junk mail.
Yeah.
Hello. Have you voted in the recent?
Like, you always see, like, the homeless guys trying to clean people's windshields with a newspaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently, it works pretty good.
It works really good.
I think you did it to my car once. Actually, no, you did.
If
You
if
did
a
do it to
homeless
my car.
man ever tries to clean your car, anybody,
Their quality.
if they're using some sort of spray, like window washer spray, and they have a newspaper, just let them do it, because your windshield will never be that clean again.
You know what? I'll do one better. I want my homeless people to wash my cars with the saliva and whatever alcohol in their mouth. May even be a stronger detergent.
Well, I'm sure it will. It might stink.
And you know what? I will pay them handsomely for a mirror-like finish that will last for years because whatever
I
saliva.
won't allow spit. I won't allow spit. I'd rather they clean with Malort.
Grab a bottle. It's $18.
I'll hand it to him. Here you go. Here's your payment.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They would fuck off so fast.
Unrelated though, if I ever finish this bottle of Malort, and
I would
Christmas,
be
And like,
oh my goodness.
if Christmas rolls around, I'm buying the eggnog version.
I'm okay with that.
You gonna hear about this?
Oh no.
They got an eggnog version now.
Oh no.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna have to bow out. It's 8:30.
Okay.
We've been at this for how long?
An hour.
An hour and 10 minutes.
Do we want to end it now or?
I don't know. If you feel like you want to keep talking, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in a drunk banter right now, and I think we pretty much talked everything about what we.
That's what we do anyway for the
Fuck
most part.
2020.
Yeah, overall, more TLDR version of this podcast. Fuck 2020. Fuck the coronavirus. Fuck everything that's happened this year.
Everything bad that's happened.
Right.
There
Yeah.
have been some good things.
It's literally that meme, like how it started,
Yeah.
how it's going. It's just been in a rapid decline since then.
Yeah.
So pretty much we are okay with ending podcast.
Yep,
yeah.
I am at least.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
I must sleep. I have to work tomorrow.
Well,
I
Cat.
still can't believe you do that. That's unfair.
It's not fair, but
I know, but like I feel kind of
That's-
bad.
Capitalism for Walmart. For Wally Mart.
you know what? It's Wally World.
Waldo World.
I'm home by 1:30 and
PM?
homeowners-
You have
yeah.
yeah.
It's not bad.
I couldn't do that.
Except he wakes up at 2 a.m. in the morning.
That's even.
3.
Sometimes I sleep until 3:30, and then I'm like, "Fuck! I've got to wake up now."
Then angrily vibrating, and then loaf zooming.
I don't even
away.
have time to vibrate.
Ah! And then just absolutely angry loaf, just bristled loaf.
I've actually thrown my phone once angrily because it went off at me to wake me up. I was like, "Fuck you!" Oh,
I was-
fuck! I have to be up.
I was tossing and turning all night for like Monday, like Sunday into Monday morning. Then I slept for 20 minutes, knowing that I had to wake up in 20 minutes.
This is
But
how,
somehow I slept anyway.
This is how I've woken up.
You are a strange cat.
I literally had one arm trapped underneath me
You are made of liquid.
and one wrapped across the front of me.
You are made of liquid.
Cat in liquid form.
I'm like,
You are.
I contort because I still think that I'm sleeping next to the Hoosk.
Aww.
And I
And
don't
I can
wanna,
fucking
like-
close this box.
Disturb the Hoosk from his slumber
And swirls.
and swelling.
Aw. Well, I guess in this case, probably be a better time to end it. So, in this case,
So,
this is the last episode of 2020. What?
Wolfe is loafing.
Yeah.
And he's actually doing a loaf.
That's dangerous.
That's very
You
Dangerous.
should slap him right in the butt.
No.
Oh my god.
Keck did that once. I was unprepared.
Remember the room party?
Oh my god. With that ass that was so blackened and blue by a paddle.
Yeah.
That was disturbing.
You have a
And
heavy,
it was Juno doing the
Yeah.
paddling.
You have a heavy hardcover?
No.
Not with any of those books.
Not
find
the
it-
spray books.
What can I use?
Anyway,
Oh, shoot.
doing this podcast to burn some time in this really crappy year has allowed me to have some fun at home with my friends, and I am hoping that you all enjoy the weird conversations that seem to just kind of pop up from the ether.
And if you ever upload them,
What's that?
did you ever upload the other episodes?
Yes, they've all been uploaded in Tuesday. So at this point, we're all current.
Good job.
But it's now the end of the year, so I guess you can call it the 2020 season. I'm having fun doing this,
Me
and
too.
we'll continue to do it as long as I feel interested in doing it. So in this case, this being the last episode of 2020, I am your host of the Zooming Who's podcast, Dustin DaHusky.
I'm Kurdan Sourpuss.
And I'm drunk.
And that's Wolfe. And in this case, I will say, happy holidays, and we'll see you next year.
Wear your masks.
Wash your beans, and cover your snoot. And of course, be safe, everyone. Good night, y'all.